and welcome back to Coffee Infused Crypto. First of all, I would love to thank every person of you subscribed to this channel. You are 48% of the viewers of this channel, so thank you so much. And for those 52%, I would just ask humbly if you consider these type of content helpful in any ways to subscribe. The purpose of this is to reach as much as many people as we can in order to help them in their journey in the crypto space. With that being said, I would love to emphasize on the fact that what we talk about on this channel is merely the experience of a couple of years in the crypto space, combined with knowledge in technical analysis, combined with knowledge with human psychology and trader psychology. So what we learned throughout the years is pushed to you. There's no magic button for a trade. There's no secret recipe for a trade or for a successful progression in the investment world. What there is a persistence and day-to-day update on price actions, on technical analysis perspectives, on news outlets, on sentiments of markets, and on just figuring out where you are. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna share you my thought process on when it comes to taking a good trade versus taking a bad trade. How would I think looking at a chart? And that would help shape up a perspective for you to abide by, or a strategy for you to maybe get inspired and, take with you in your trades and add up onto, of course, and enhance for future. So we're going to utilize two charts today, the XRP chart and the altcoin chart. So those are the two charts that we are going to utilize today in order to deliver my thought process on taking a trade. So first of all, we're gonna go with the naked XRP chart. So definitely I'm interested in the RSI and in the stochastic RSI, in the volume, and in the 200-day moving average on the daily. So I want to have a look of a macro perspective of a chart. Okay, so I want to have maybe a 1 year back price action versus current price action. Okay, and the 200-day moving average, I want to know how the price reacted half a year now. So watching this curve down and then gradually start to shape up to the upside around here gives me clues. So I want to see the perspective, the bigger perspective. Then I want to determine what is my ultimate high, or what was my all-time high on this chart or any given chart, which was $1.9 at this point, 1.96, and what was my ultimate low on this chart. So 0.2920, so 29 cents and 20. So those are the ultimate highs, ultimate lows. This is the first impression of a chart. Then I want to see the local accumulation, or I want to try to figure a local tips and a local bottom. So local tip for me is this accumulation here combined with, and this is with the naked eye only, so I can easily notice a local top here, accumulation top here, and a local accumulation top here. And if I look backward, that coincides with a local wick to the bottom side. So this would be a point of interest for me. Okay, so with those being said, so now I need to spot my of course my trend line from top to bottom. All right, so I'm interested to linking those very top wicks of a trend line and see where would that take me. Okay, and I want to definitely have the zones around those areas of confluences around this area. So this would be a start, and I'm trying to simplify as much as possible. So if I flip my chart here and don't get any analysis paralysis, so to get that out of the way, so the least or the less you have on a chart, the more easily read it is. So everything you see in this down region, ignore. Okay, so what I'm interested in, as we said earlier, is first of all a trend line from the top connecting the highest wick here and going all the way down. So that would be my first interest. Okay, so of a trend line. And the second is the area of confluence or interest. So first one would be those accumulation phase here. So if I zoom in, notice the boxes are based on top of this wick and accumulation around this area, which coincides with the bottom of accumulation around this area. And that being said, this range of accumulation of the orange box, which is top of this wick with the bottom accumulation here, would be box 1, and this top wick with those wicks to the upside shooting up would be box range 2. And I've set those boxes before we reached even to this current price action. So this was my thought process around this area. I want the range from this accumulation, and then if we wicked up, I want the range from that, which if I dragged all the way back, this wick here coincides with this wick here, this acting as a resistance and this acting as a support. And then those wicks from going down from here acted as a support or at this area, and here we had resistance when we had the accumulation around this area. So this box provides me a lot of points of interest throughout time, and those are way back from 2021. So this green box versus this yellow box, and then we jump into the price action, current price action. Okay, so first, everything I put on the chart is of importance. So the way I look at a chart, so if I put a line there, that means something. It has to mean something, or else I would never put it there. Okay, so in the middle of this, let's say this orange chart, we have this orange chart. We have this this orange line, and this orange line, as you can see here, is coinciding with the top of the current wick. So this was recently added when we had a breakout from the downside, which I told you not to worry about for now. I'm just taking the last price action, but this orange line was placed based on the top of the candles of this, like perfect rejection off of this and then to the downside, and when we broke it, we broke to the upside. Again, we stretched it all the way back, and we noticed that it had a resistance effect around many candles around this area and a support effect around many candles around this area. So that is the way to find as much as I can, as much candles as I can on a single line, and I'd rather have zones of support and resistance. So with that being said, our 4 objectives in this chart and is in this thought pattern is orange box being an ultimate support, green box being a resistance box, because that's where we got rejected recently, and a purple trend line indicating like from the very top, and this is a very huge trend line, if we broke to the upside, has a bullish momentum. So I'm expecting we to have a reaction as soon as we get into this purple trend line. If we broke to the upside, retest and confirmed a successful breakout on a higher time frame, then this would act as a strong rebounds from, or a catapult to launch us into outer space. So with that being said, and with the current price action and price dip, so if you can see here, we had a break to the upside, and then definitely we need to wait full day and even like a couple of days to to confirm a breakout, we want a candle close above. So if you can see here on our purple trend line, we wicked upside, closed the day above, failed to hold the next day. So we never closed a full day above this purple line ever in the recent or past price action. So this was like always below this purple, always rejected, even here, closed the day below it. Those 2 days closed below it, this closed below it. Even this day when we closed above it, the next day instant rejection. So the next day didn't even close above this purple line. So where to take a trade from here? So 4 days ago we had this rejection, right? So to the downside, and we lost the green box and we went into the orange box. We had an interest reaction around this area, and then definitely we lost it. We went to the bottom of our orange box. So as soon as we got to the bottom of our orange box, the thought process now, the targets are clear for us. We switch to the total market cap. On that day, what happened? As you can see, this is the altcoin chart without, this is the total market cap without Bitcoin. Technically, this is the altcoin chart. So this coincides with, again, same concept. This trend line, this green trend line from the ultimate all-time high on the cap of altcoins connected to this second high and brought all the way down here. So here we had a confluence here, a rejection around this area, rejection around all of those candles until we broke above it, traded on top of it, pushed up in this broadening wedge, lost this, and came back and retested. So today, this 24 hours, this is on the daily, this 24 hours and yesterday came back, retested this area alongside on this chart. For example, we came back yesterday and retested our bottom, of our orange box, which we discussed earlier, which was the support zone of this accumulation, and provided us some support here on the short term in this accumulation. So this was coinciding with the retest on the total market cap, which definitely will affect altcoins, right? And if again, we discussed this earlier, and I'm gonna leave a link up in the corner here where you can adjust it yourself, you can start it up yourself, and you can fix it. This Fibonacci retracement, you can adjust it. Yeah, as we said, we discussed it in a full video, so I want you to go back and check this one out. So the way to set it up yourself. So the way to do it is we're gonna go from our swing low after adjusting the template, of course, and to the swing high, and move, drag aside, because our point of interest in any move or sudden move to the upside or to the downside would be the golden zone between the 0.5 and the 0.65. So this golden zone would be an amazing point for us in an entry if we're going to the upside in a long entry, and if the price is going to the downside in a short entry. So I'm combining a couple of technical analysis or a couple of tools to solidify my theory based on macro, based on trend lines, based on supports zones and resistance zones, based on another chart, which is the total market cap of altcoins. So combining all of those tools gave me a note that this orange box, the support of it in the golden zone with retesting of this trend line on the alt chart is a perfect long entry. So that's why, and that's exactly why at this point, at this very green line, I added to my long trade on XRP. So mind process is a combination of tools and and signals and sentiments and indications, the more solid your trade is, the more they are, the more confidence, and the higher the probability of having a perfect entry level in a retracement or in a downtrend. So having a perfect entry level in a downtrend means a lot, because, for example, now, if depending on my trade strategy, I want to get out, I can get out with an instant 7x on 1x leverage, or 70% on a 10x leverage, or 700% on a 100x leverage, even though leveraging is not recommended unless you exactly know how you can risk manage your trades. So what I'm trying to say and I'm trying to deliver in this video is a mindset, is a mind process of that only you can evolve if you really want to move forward and push forward in analyzing all the data that you see, in knowing exactly how the tools that you have help you. So definitely I took into account again that I am oversold on the stochastic RSI, because that's what I'm looking at. So after going all the way up from the overbought territory and breached oversold territory, and having this flip here, the green sign yesterday, definitely gave me some more, some more here. It was on this red candle having this flip here green, which is a tiny thing to see on a chart, but you need to keep an eye on that, on those things. So this green flip, this tiny green flip here, also added to the confirmations that I have in being more confident, firing up a long position at the very wake of this move to the downside. All right. So again, we can go into a lot of other technical analysis of breaking this trend line or triangle, for example, to the downside from here, and failing to this, to this 0.5. But again, my 0.6 level is a deeper and better, and even if with this technical analysis or this technical target, if you notice, even when we broke to this, which was the coinciding with our almost 0.5 Fibonacci from this pattern, we had a reaction, we had this wick to the upside, we had this fight happening. But again, a lot of data that you can process, which if you combine can give you better decisions and better entry points in any trade you want to take, or in any spot position that you want to take. So in this video, I just wanted to share you my collective experience and mind process throughout the years. Thus, this might help you in just starting to look at charts from a different perspective, from a definitely more macro-ish, on a longer time frame perspectives, connecting the dots throughout the years and relating them to our current price action. So with that being said, guys, yeah, definitely I'm a 7% up on a trade currently. That is if it was a 0x leverage. So that was my entry point yesterday at 0.4420 on XRP, adding up to my ongoing longs on XRP, because yeah, not financial advice, but definitely bullish on the XRP case and the XRP in general. And I think, and this is a personal opinion, that XRP would be the ignition of our next bull market. The court case report or judge's final verdict on the case would be our ignition of a new bull run, because it will shape the whole crypto industry based on that sole decision. So again, this is not a financial advice, a personal opinion, but let's wait and see. Exciting times we're living in. Stay safe, stay wise, and always stay crypto. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.